Hi everyone, it's Georgia. I hope you are doing well. I am in quite a beautiful park today, and I've had some signs, and I needed some signs. I just, you know, I am a great believer that we are all doing the very best we can. And for me, because I'm living a life that integrates my spiritual self in living in doing the very best I can, I also want to be in alignment with my purpose, with my definition of God or source or creator. I just want to be a part of that fabric so that when I make decisions about my life, it's really serving the best of me. And the decisions move through me in a different way because I'm considering what the best of me wants instead of ignoring it or minimizing it. Or another word for the best of me, maybe my highest self, maybe what my soul self wants. You know, the soul self is nothing more than the self that is just asking you to rest in being happy, to find and rest in being happy, and learning how to do that. That's what the soul, I believe, wants, is our happiness. Anyways, not even sure where I started that. I'm doing one of my favorite things. I'm, of course, in the woods where I hear the voice of my soul self. And I have a Starbucks, 1971, that new stuff. I don't do this a lot because I love it. And I will stay up till midnight. And I'm totally indulging. And I got myself one of the favorite things I love to eat when I'm having my Starbucks is Chex Mix. Okay? I don't know. To me, it's total crap food. I know, fully aware. But I'm indulging. In fact, I've been letting myself indulge for the last 6 weeks. And it doesn't take a lot. And learning what that means to me has been a fun exercise. Because I've been through many, many years of a lot of stress. Decades. And now, having learned what I needed to learn, having released what I needed to release, I'm in this unique space of just being and indulging, which includes understanding for me what being happy really means. And, learning how to enjoy and find joy no matter what's going on is, to me, my personal growth journey. And that's the exercise of being a human being, right? Because life is always going to be challenging. Even when you reach milestones of great spiritual ascension or learning, life is going to be challenging because the universe wants you to become a master at making your happiness the priority. Do you ever think about your problems that way? Every problem is an opportunity that the universe is handing you for you to put yourself and your needs first. It's not selfish. It's called being a sovereign human being. To take care of yourself and be happy. So on my walk today, I just was coming here and I have my moments of, because I don't even know how to describe what's happening right now. I am having a series of miracles that could only be orchestrated by angels. Seriously. Anyways, I came here because in spite of these wonderful miracles that are happening, I'm a whiner. And much of that is because I'm an Aries. But anyways, I've just been, when I have a plan of how I want things to go, and they don't go that way, I'm just like everybody else, just like I was saying, I get frustrated, I try to push, I don't go with the flow. I interpret this as a roadblock, not an opportunity. But, the flow of life is the opportunity. No matter, even if it's going in the direction that you don't want it to. I know I'm talking vaguely, but for example, I'm having a delay in some things that I know are coming, but they are delayed, and I don't want them to be delayed, and there's nothing I can do except ask God, do I have to be delayed? And in the delay, of course, there's all these wonderful, amazing things happening. I guess that's my way of saying, just because I think I know what I want doesn't mean it's the best thing for me. And that I am grateful for, because I do trust the universe. I do trust that my higher self is with me, taking me somewhere. Especially if I look for it, if I ask. So, to the point of why I came to this park. First of all, I'm visiting, and this is a park my dad and my dad would come to a lot. And when my dad was dying, we came here and took walks. And I've just been having him on my mind, I've been having my parents on my mind a lot. Which is, when people die, you're still working out your shit. Anyways. So I came to this park and I thought, I need a sign. I need a sign. I just kind of been in this stuckness, like, please, just give me a sign. And it's so interesting. I got here, and it's like a little puzzle coming together. Just within a 45-minute walk. And my first sign was, I was listening to a woman that I listened to, and I will reference her in the information below. And she talks about queen energy. And she was saying, about growing up. How some women just don't want to grow up. And they, fall into dependent relationships and things like that, hoping to be rescued. Or they don't progress on their journey forward. And I was thinking, you know, all of the challenges I've had have all been lessons, and I'm aware that I've had to grow up. I've had to learn how to hold my own and not expect anybody to carry me. And I'm not just talking financially. I'm talking about, the whole thing about owning your life. So that was kind of my question I was coming with. Like, am I grown up enough? Am I grown up enough to take on new directions that I'm going into? Am I grown up enough to have new relationships? Am I ready? Am I ready to keep moving into my hopes and dreams? Am I ready to even be successful? Very successful. So in that question of asking myself, am I really ready? Am I really growing up? I came upon the park entrance, and it's literally right in front of me. I saw, and there was a pair of kids' crutches just leaning randomly up against the map, the Metro Parks map. I kind of took that as, I guess I can start to let go of some of the crutches I've had. And I've had several. Not just in terms of my own behavior, but my own thinking that I couldn't grow up. Wasn't strong enough. Not worthy of realizing my dreams. So I put those crutches away, so to say, for somebody else who needs them, which is why I would think they were left here. And I took the walk, and, it's a beautiful little walk. And as I was walking, of course, a huge hawk flies right in front of me. And I felt pretty certain that was my dad, because the hawk is a very wise kind of symbol. And he was pretty wise guy. If you knew my dad, George Reish, you would say he was a pretty darn wise man. And he carried an ancient kind of shaman energy. And a week before he died, can you believe this? My dad told me that he knew he had shaman energy, that his personal spiritual life was that deep. He just didn't talk about it that much. Because, when you're a Lutheran, those are different kinds of words. So my dad's energy came, which was the second sign. And then right after that, a deer came and just walked the whole circle in front of me, and I just stood still. And the deer is my mother's animal totem, because anyways, every time I would have things happen when my mother was dying, literally a deer would just show up in the yard. So that was my third sign. And it was just like, you're okay, Georgia. You're doing good, Georgia. Don't be so hard on yourself, Georgia. We're all just figuring it out, Georgia. And you've done amazing, amazing healing work, Georgia. And that's what I heard that they were proud of me. And I'm proud of me too. So, isn't it interesting that I still need to hear my parents are proud of me? Because when they were here, we didn't always see eye to eye, because I was not traditional kind of gal. So, it's good to hear things and get signs and ask for them from the people who've passed on. Oh, and then I went around again, and then I came back, and then that deer came right up, very close, like literally. And then, as I was just sitting here a little bit ago, the music started to play in the background, the marching band music. And the high school is obviously starting to practice. And my dad was a coach, a football coach. And the sound of school marching bands is my dad. So just to hear that sound today, and it's only August, it was just like, people are with you, and you're doing okay. Even when I'm not doing okay, I'm doing okay. Another one of those things we learn to do is to learn how to get okay when we're not doing okay. And if you think about it, the whole human life is just so difficult. I think we're all doing okay. And if you've survived any trauma, sister, brother, man, you get extra brownie points. There's like extra brownie points for you. I want you to go out, get some gold stars. And every day, if you are a survivor of any kind of abuse, you just take out one of those stars and you put it somewhere that you can see, and you just remind yourself what you got through, and you're doing you get gold star. You get the gold star. On my walk, let me think if there was anything else. Nope, that was it. I think those were like 5 things, yeah. So I picked up, the acorns are starting to fall. I knew it was going to be in early fall. It's just everywhere. Look at that beauty. Look at that sweetheart. That little tree. This could be a tree. Stanley, I'm going to call him. Oh, they're so awesome. Harriet. And little Bud. I know it's silly to even give names to trees, but that's the other thing that growing up gives you. You remember the joy of innocence. You feel safe enough to let yourself remember the joy of innocence. It's so fun. So, that's my luxury. Sometimes I go through Zillow and I find these amazing houses all over the world. big houses, pools, and, land. And maybe. Sometimes I think about that as my luxury. And then I sit here with the crutches and the hawk and the deer and the marching band and my tiny little acorn family. And I kind of feel like I have something nobody, I don't know. I feel pretty rich, is what I'm saying. And my Starbucks. And my Chex Mix. Anyways, I hope to be on YouTube a little bit more. I'm off of the other evil sites. They're just exhausting. Someday I'll get back on, but right now, it's me and YouTube and my new blog, which is coming up soon. Whatever you do today, let yourself indulge and ask the universe for guidance. You're going to get it. Just ask. Have a good day.